Code Section 2903.11A1 and/or endangering children in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.22B2. Count 4 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did knowingly cause serious physical harm to J.W. on date of birth 10/29/2020. Count 5 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did torture or cruelly abuse J.W., date of birth 10/29/2020, a child under 18 years of age, and furthermore, the violation resulted in serious physical harm to J.W., date of birth 10/29/2020. Count 6 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did attempt to purposely cause the death of Margot Wood. Count 7 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did attempt to cause the death of Margot Wood as a proximate result of the offender committing or attempting to commit an offense of violence that is a felony of the first or second degree, to wit, felonious assault, Ohio Revised Code Section 2901.11A1.
Wow.
Welcome to Mostly Peaceful, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is it's a really somber moment, like starting this, but I would like everybody to take notice of this one thing, because it's quite disturbing in the grand in the grand scheme of things. Like, I want everybody to be able to see this, because that's the face of pure evil. That's the face of a woman who stabbed a 3-year-old to death. I'm not cutting corners. I'm not censoring myself. I'm not making excuses to be appropriate or proper or anything else. She killed a child, an innocent child. She is making that face while having her charges read to her.
That's crazy, dude.
It is beyond me.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That shit is insane.
I don't understand that capacity, that evil. I don't understand it. It's beyond me to, I can't comprehend it, because I've never known that evil. Mm-mm. And seeing her face blows my ever-loving mind.
That shit makes me mad as hell, seeing her face do that. Like, her smile, her whole, I don't give a fuck. And the thing is if everyone was that way, people like that wouldn't exist in the first place. So for you to have such, like, the only reason she can act that way is because the rest of us give a fuck about civilized.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
sure. That's what I should have done before I unplugged that thing and muted it.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mostly Peaceful. I'm Rob.
I'm Jimmy.
We're back to streaming.
Hopefully.
Oddly enough, I've made some wild tags in my post on our stream. I tagged Rep Matt Gaetz.
Yay.
I'm a huge fan of Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is probably one of the better men in our House of Congress. Literally a better man than most everybody sitting up there right now. Kudos to him. Like shout out to him. Matt Gaetz is, buddy, keep doing what you're doing. One of these days, if you ever desire so, and you think you can serve people better as a president, you have my vote already. Plain and simple. I don't think he takes bullshit from people, and that I appreciate. And I also tagged the lead singer of Falling in Reverse in this because I used his music in my post, and I think he's fucking absolutely hilarious and probably one of the coolest fucking musicians running around right now. Kudos to him. Shout out to him. Like, he goes hard in the paint and he doesn't take shit from people. Like, he will shoot straight back at you. You give him shit, he gives you shit.
Right.
And for what it's worth, I appreciate it. Like, I think it's awesome.
Give me the rundown of what you
I
just
probably
played.
mispronounced his last name, but anyways, yes, the rundown of what I just played.
Yeah, what's the story behind
This lady,
woman?
her name is Bianca. I can't pronounce. I don't know. I don't speak whatever language this is. Bianca Ellis.
Spelled wrong.
It's probably spelled wrong, but
It's
Bianca
definitely
Ellis
spelled.
is
I'm pretty sure Bianca spelled with an A.
probably.
Indefinitely.
That's why I have that's why I have issues with spelling it. Anyways, this lady, this garbage piece of shit, this evil human being, was arrested, I guess 2 days before the actual incident, on on an active warrant, and then released immediately. She wasn't even taken to jail. She was released on the street with an active warrant, and then proceeded to travel to a store, steal 2 large knives, and continue on her way. And the very next day, she was walking through a grocery store in Ohio, walked past this family, walking through the grocery store with the knife in her hand, just walking around with it. Past this mother and her son being in the buggy, obviously, he was 3 years old, and then proceeded to follow them outside of the store and into the parking lot, where she subsequently
stabbed this kid to death.
Stabbed this poor innocent little boy to death. And I mean, look, I've read as much as I can with it to be able to stomach it. I don't understand where the mother, I'm not saying she failed, but I can almost guarantee you my wife's mentality is I will die first.
Yeah.
My mentality is a 100%. I will die before any of my children or my wife or her.
But, I mean, quite possible she may not have seen it coming, man.
Look, I saw her in the courtroom pleading to the court to not allow this woman bail, and I didn't see a scratch, a bruise, or anything on it.
Really? Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that this woman was, one, we know 100% she was unarmed.
Yeah.
This is where I stress to everyone right now: carry a weapon. You should always carry a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You in most states in this country, it is still lawful to carry a weapon. You can do it the legal way. You can go through the hoops and the fucking jumps and curves and everything else. You can do everything the legal way and carry a weapon, and you can defend your life. There are things out there in our country that allow you to gain insurance for legal counsel and legal help if you were ever in a situation. So for all intents and purposes, you buy concealed carry insurance and you have a defense when it comes to defending your life or the life of others.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how people still think that with the degradation of this country, with the downfall of with the I shouldn't say downfall, because we're not on a downfall. We're in the decline of our societal norms. They're going out the window, and they're being replaced by oddities and carnival fucking sideshows, for what it's worth. We're going to get there. Yeah, that is yours. Please finish that. But we have to remember that as individuals, you are responsible for your own safety. You yourself are responsible for your safety and your family's safety and the safety of the people around you. And you should take the steps to be that person.
A lot of the problem is that everything in life is this way, right? People go, well, it may have happened to her, but it won't happen to me.
That is such a horseshit way to live.
It is. It is.
It is.
It is. We were having a conversation last weekend, right? And I was arguing with our guy.
Say his name.
This thing, right?
He
The
loves
same.
this.
Okay. I was arguing with Greg, the whiskey whisperer, about this same thing, right? This same topic about, like, it's always that, oh, I feel bad for this person who got into a car accident and wasn't wearing their seatbelt. And even though I don't wear my seatbelt, it won't happen to me. And then when it does, then you're like, oh, it does happen to anyone and everyone randomly, right?
Literally random.
So we were talking about gun shootings, and you don't carry a gun expecting
to get shot.
to get shot.
Yeah.
It's a defense, not an offense. And he started bringing up the numbers, right?
Yeah.
And he was, how many people are because we stress, like, dude, you could go to a Walmart right now and a motherfucker walk in there with an AK and just start smacking rounds at people for no reason.
Correct.
Just because this motherfucker had a bad day, right?
Yep.
And he's like, okay, well, how many of those people compared to the 300 million? Like, we can get technical, right? We could talk about the 300 million Americans and how many of them are involved in an active shooting, and then compare those numbers and say the likelihood of that happening to me is so slim, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next day, me and my wife are sitting here, we're watching a movie, and this guy's chasing this girl, trying to, like, rape and murder her. And it dawned on me for a second, that logic that we were having this argument about just mass shootings or whatever the case is,
Yeah.
that logic is flawed because the number in the logic is flawed.
Yeah.
You don't carry a gun just because of a mass shooting. And I told my wife, I said, I bet if you were to take the number of people who would like need a gun in self-defense for any reason.
Yeah.
Like, we agree that if an unarmed man attacks and tries to rape a woman, that is cause for murder. Self-defense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Zero questions. Zero. Like, I don't
Right.
have an argument to that. Yes.
Right.
You're right.
Right. Okay. So that's a woman who would be better off that day carrying a firearm.
Agreed.
So
Women
now,
have every right to defend themselves and protect themselves in whatever means they feel is appropriate. That is the laws of our country, and
so now
every
if you-
woman should.
if you take away the logic of, well, why would I carry a gun because there's only this many mass shootings or this many people walking into a bank or a grocery store?
Yeah.
No.
That piece of shit's fucking
How many?
sentencing trial. I don't know why it's a trial, but sentencing trial is ongoing right now.
I know.
I don't know why that motherfucker's just not in a meat grinder at this point.
Right.
Like, fucking fuck that guy.
And that was one of my strongest arguments, and it still will be to this day.
Correct.
No, we're here. Okay, tell that to them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you cannot. You are like, what makes you think this way? I get his logic, and it's based on logic.
Yeah.
but you have to base some of that in chaos.
Correct.
You have to understand that you may just be the wrong motherfucker at the wrong place at the wrong time and catch a fucking bullet because some asshole decided that today was your
account,
day.
Yeah, you can account for all the variables in the world, and you can say, well, this, that, this, that,
Yeah.
this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The only variable that you cannot account for, the catalyst to cause every fucking problem that you could possibly think of, is chaos.
Yes.
Okay. Chaos is the catalyst to which you cannot prepare for.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is, I'm sorry, it's the only catalyst you can't prevent.
You can't control.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't prevent it.
Right.
The only thing you can do is prepare for it
And react.
and react.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. But you can only react
Yeah.
if you are prepared for it, right? You
Correct.
have no way to react, and you will always be the reactor.
Yes.
You're never the actor. So you're always the guy waiting for the chance if you're in a position like that. If someone
I think that's probably the wrong wording. You're not waiting for the chance. You're prepared for the opportunity to do the right thing. Let's put it that way.
not wait yeah.
Let's put it that way because
waiting
for the chance sounds like you're
looking for something,
looking
right?
for a problem.
No.
Yes.
What I mean to say is just you're never going to
My
be
wife-
the person acting. You're always going to be the person in a reactionary environment,
Yes.
right? Unless
Yeah, you
you're the
have to be the
criminal
reactor, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't get to pick and choose. They do.
Yes.
You're playing by their rules.
Correct. Which you have to actually, at that point, then change the rules. You have to put it
Right.
in. You have to put it in your box and go. I control the situation.
You can say, okay, if I'm playing your game,
Yeah.
I'm prepared to play by the same rules
I'm
because
prepared to play by the same rules, but escalation.
right.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if
you come at me with a knife, I respond with
yes,
said. You have to be prepared to escalate the situation to an extreme.
death.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's no other way around.
No, this fucking chick
because it
murdered a 3-year-old kid and smiled about it days later. Like, that wasn't like, man, I was high on bath salts and I murdered a kid and I was smiling about it. And now
feel real bad.
I feel
yeah.
like I fucked my life up,
I've
their
come
life
down,
up.
I'm straight. Like,
Right.
I've detoxed. Like, and I'm immensely remorseful for the things that I did.
Right.
Making bad decisions that I did.
No.
This lady is not that. No. This lady is unequivocally pure evil. Like, there's no there's no argument that says, oh, well, maybe this or well, maybe no. She's an evil human being,
Yeah, definitely.
and it's amazing that she made it to an arraignment.
Yeah, for real.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, I agree.
It's quite amazing that
But
she made it to an arraignment.
Did is it just comfort? What is it?
Comfort in the sense of, what do you mean?
Like, why people still to this day, after you see people running into a store 25 people deep, fuck everybody, we'll knock the shit out of you, steal everything and walk out, and it's over and over and over, and people still to this day aren't walking around going, you know what, maybe I should be better prepared for whatever may happen to me outside of my home, right? Because
I'm pretty sure there's an insurance commercial. Maybe it's State Farm. The mayhem guy.
yeah.
Mayhem always tells you to be prepared, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because mayhem happens.
Yeah, he was also the guy from Oz.
And
You
John
should
Wick.
listen. You should listen to Mayhem. He did time.
He knows.
He
knows his thing.
He was in prison. He was in ER.
Smart guy.
Yeah,
Smart guy. That's why he's the State Farm guy.
exactly.
He's a smart guy.
That's right.
This unfortunate, extremely unfortunate accident leaves. I'm sorry. That's not an accident. This extremely unfortunate situation leaves a mother and a father
Oh, fuck.
destroyed.
Yeah.
You took their 3-year-old son from them for what? What did you accomplish by doing this? They didn't do anything wrong to you. This was the most random attack that I think you could possibly have, and it also bears the argument to, well, we don't need guns.
He's
We're
the
a
Allstate
civilized
guy.
society. He's the Allstate guy. Okay, correct. We don't need guns. We're a civilized society. We can work things out this way. Okay. Tell that to that 3-year-old boy. Tell that to his mother and tell that to his father. And then tell that to the thousands of others that have been stabbed because guns aren't allowed in fucking the UK.
Yes.
Tell them that
Yes.
too. Tell them that we can work our differences out through conversation.
And you know what they still have in the UK? Guns and crime.
They absolutely do. You know who's allowed to have the guns?
The criminals.
criminals and the cops.
Yes.
Not you, the law-abiding citizen.
You can't even have a butter knife out in the street.
You can't
You
carry.
will straight up be fucked.
I've seen podcasts where British people are literally talking about what seemingly, I guess, comes from our country, the United States, called a zombie killer knife.
Okay.
And it's for all intents and purposes, it's a fucking Bowie knife. And like, I can't believe people are even allowed to buy this.
What?
And I'm like, you fucking Brits, this is why you lost 1776.
That's right.
This is why your ass doesn't own the United States now.
Dude, one of the
because
biggest-
you motherfuckers can't figure out
Yep.
how to be on the right side of fucking, I don't know, humanity.
Exactly. That's
Because
right.
you motherfuckers are like, no, we control you.
Like how-
you do as you're fucking told.
How far does it flip before the cops literally are the ones like they're protecting and serving the criminals and the law-abiding
But aren't
citizen?
they already now?
Yes.
I mean,
But like all you have to do is just go ahead and get the vinyl sticker
With-
made that's like to protect and serve the criminal.
with the DAs,
that's where we are.
all that stuff. My wife did want to point out that the trial is that they're determining whether or not he gets the death
penalty.
or life without parole.
Yeah. Fuck that dude. He should have been
Meat grinder.
meat grinder day one. He
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I'm
Wood
guilty.
chipper. Wood chipper
there
all
was,
day.
Like,
I reserved the wood chipper for the PEDs.
yeah.
But 100% wood
Like,
chipper.
I don't even think in
You're
that
just as bad.
in that situation, I don't even. This is me being as far from liberal as you can get. You don't get to say anything to anyone. You do not get to apologize to the family and none of this shit. You don't get nothing.
No, my
Whenever
other
we
question is,
show
my
up,
wife told me that he's fat now. Why is this motherfucker getting 3 squares?
yeah, because that's how
Shouldn't be.
we've set up.
He should
the
get bread and
system.
water.
Yeah,
Bread and water. You don't get to eat until we figure out what we're going to do with you.
dude, I
You
watched.
get to live. That's what you get to do.
I've watched a documentary about the legal system in the UK back
That shit's
probably
fucked ass up.
2 or 3 years ago. They are way liberal, and they're dude. There was a kid who like killed another kid,
Yeah.
and they put him in jail till he was like 21.
Yeah.
Mind you, he was like 16.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They murdered this kid,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Well, he's 16, so he's a kid.
Yeah.
He'll go to jail till he's 21." He got out at 21. He went and murdered someone else.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's on you now.
It is.
Because at 16, we don't go, "You're a child." We go, "Let's
Seems
weigh."
that you're capable of making adult decisions.
Yes.
Then you need to be an adult at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
You made adult decisions. You're gonna deal with the adult consequences.
Yeah, we don't just set you free at 21.
Correct. I want to pause for a minute.
Sure.
We're gonna try a whiskey that our whiskey hunter sent us. He took a trip out to Wyoming, and
Nice.
he picked up a bottle of Wyoming Distillery single barrel.
Is that what's in my glass?
That is what it's in your glass. So
Okay. Is this bourbon?
it's not
bougie?
bourbon. It's whiskey.
Is this whiskey bougie?
Correct. It's about $100 a bottle.
Okay. Okay.
So it's definitely bougie. I mean,
It's
you knew-
bougie.
You know, he flew out there on the G5.
For sure.
He took the G5. He flew out there.
Like, have you ever seen Soul Plane where it's like it's got spinners?
Yeah, he rented a
Hydraulics.
$3,000 a night cabin for 6 weeks.
Right.
And he drank this whiskey every night.
Right.
This is what he did.
It's like I have a special G5. It has one seat
Cheers.
for me. Cheers.
What's my name, bro?
Big Daddy Man.
That's right. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hot.
It is hot. It is pretty hot.
This is one that he liked. I think it's a little spicier than I prefer.
Me too.
But I've also been.
What's the proof on this though?
I don't
Do you
remember.
know?
I don't remember.
because we just had 100 proof, right? And
I
that
think this is actually less, but it's a single barrel. So
okay.
it's probably 96, 90, 95, 96, somewhere in
It's
that
a little
range.
ethanol-y.
It is.
Ethanol-y, is that a... I don't think that's a word.
It's
I think I make up a lot of
probably
words.
Not a word, but
I should start my own dictionary.
Yeah.
I should.
You should.
Wilkinson's dictionary.
Wilkie's dictionary. Oh, so my wife says that I have to explain the cup. I'll explain it again, but I've already explained it in the future. My wife and my daughter picked this up for me. I say that because I actually don't remember the entire explanation, but my daughter absolutely loves Bluey.
Mm-hmm.
Loves Bluey.
The Disney show we argued about last time.
Not a Disney show.
It's kind of a Disney show.
Actually, a BBC show.
We're not going to go down that road again because we have important topics to discuss.
Like,
But it's kind of a Disney show.
my new name.
It's 50-50 a Disney show. 50-50.
I mean,
I'm going to give you 50% of my win.
I'm not giving you any of my win. Like,
It's-
not even a little bit.
It's kind of a Disney show.
It's owned by the
Where
BBC.
do you go to watch said show? Do you go to Australia?
No.
And stream that shit from
No,
the
because
BBC?
it's only available in Australia on the BBC. I think maybe
Where
in
is
the
it
UK.
available? In the US of A.
On Disney.
50-50. You're welcome.
Because I actually think that ABC bought the BBC. I think
Really?
because ABC is a Disney company.
Okay. I mean, isn't every... I feel like Glock at this point is going to be...
It's probably Disney by
It's
now, yes.
probably already...
Yeah. So this is my daughter. She sings the opening. She dances.
Nice.
I say she dances. She doesn't sing so much because there's not really words to it. It just goes do 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 do, right? And then it yells mom.
Right.
And
Yep.
sometimes she says mom. Sometimes she doesn't. But almost every time it goes to the second part, it goes do 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 do. She's like, Daddy. So one of the things that they call their dad in the show is Big Daddy Man. And
I got you.
my wife picked this up, and I am Big
It's
Daddy
dope.
Man.
I actually like the leaves.
I do too.
Leaves.
The
with
leaves.
with a V.
Leafus.
The leaves.
The Leafus.
It's,
yeah.
it's true shit.
I do enjoy the cup. It served me well on our pre-recorded episode
In the future.
in the future next week.
Yeah. Last time we recorded next week.
Yeah. Time
That's
travel.
so fun.
It is.
It's such a fucking mind-bending
Yeah.
fuckery.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, and anybody watching that hasn't like fucking done it, you should absolutely 100% watch Battlestar Galactica from start to finish.
Right.
You will absolutely enjoy the idea of it.
Okay.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful show. I think it got a lot of like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's still, I don't think it gets enough still today.
Enough like depth of awesome.
No,
Like,
I don't think people recognize it enough now.
Right.
Because everybody's just moved on to the next thing, and
Yeah.
but this thing holds so much weight in like current day, the possibilities, the
Yeah.
science, the like the religion, all of it, like it all weighs very big
Because
today,
people are still...
yesterday, and probably into the future. It really does.
Right. So before you...
Rich, this is not bad.
It's not bad. It's not great, though.
It's not.
I don't know. It's not my favorite.
No.
Definitely.
It's not. Hand me one of those, and we'll.
It's not really my thing. I think it... That hurt.
I'm sure it did.
That was kind of a funny boner.
You you good with this one?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move past this one. I'm gonna put Big Daddy Man right here for everybody to see.
For that one, I felt like it was a little hot.
Yeah.
I didn't really get a lot of like sweet flavor.
No,
It's just kind of hot. It's not bad.
But
Like-
it's a whiskey, so bare minimum. I think whiskey's like
Damn,
a year.
busted my shit.
A year.
Yeah.
Like that's their minimum on it, right?
And where that was the
Wyoming.
Wyoming
Yeah.
single barrel,
Yep,
right?
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Now the the next one we'll try, and we'll get back to the audacity of some people at some point. The next one that Rich sent us, because we're gonna rocket fire through these to move everything forward. This is Ancient Age, AAA, 10-star. This is something that Rich and I have had immense conversations about in how do we find it, where do we get it from. I've searched high and low.
Yeah.
Neither one of us have figured out where to get it. But you can get a 1.75 liter of this for about $30. And if you read anything on it, everyone says that this is bar none one of the best bourbons you'll buy.
Best bourbon ever made.
No, best bourbon for the dollar.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll give this a good go and figure out where we sit with it.
I'll let it breathe a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. But so back to our normal conversation. My daughter just yelled, "Dad." Listen, Rit, look, bourbon hunter, whiskey hunter. Listen, you're texting me in the middle of this dadgum show when you should be watching, sir. When you should be watching. I haven't seen you in the chat.
Yeah, where
you gonna send me a text with cheers. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
and you're not watching the show?
Come on,
sir.
Blasphemous.
Like, he texted me earlier and he's like, "This is a text from the guy who thinks that he may be your producer. Don't forget the bourbon."
Welcome back to Mostly Peaceful, brought to you by
by the bourbon hunter,
sponsored by Bougie Bourbon.
So where
I think people are.
I think
just
everybody
comfortable,
knows-
man, and I think people think that a lot of what happens. I
is.
think it's that people think it's not going to happen to me.
Sure.
I used to be one of those guys, right? I used to be. I think most people have that as the default setting. I think that is our human operating system default setting is, holy shit, did you see that? Not going to happen to me though. That's the default.
Do you think so?
And I think
Because I've never in my life, like,
sure you have.
No.
Come on.
I've never been the guy that's like, that'll never happen to me. I've immediately seen things and gone,
Has to, because we wouldn't.
maybe I should prepare for this just in case, because I've always
So like
been,
you've always wore your seatbelt. You've always done everything thinking,
I don't know how that
equates,
equates.
because you've heard and seen people who were like, man, this person got into this car accident last night on 27.
No, I mean, when
and
seatbelt laws became law,
you followed
and I
the
knew
law.
I knew I could get a ticket for it.
100% you followed the law.
No, but also,
And you may not have.
I don't like the ding.
I don't know if you consciously.
Like, have you figured out how to turn the ding off?
Well, me and you
it's by
grew
putting your
up.
seatbelt on. So
Listen,
I put my seatbelt on and I don't have to deal with the ding.
I drove an
It's a lot more
87
comfortable.
Cutlass Supreme. They didn't have a fucking ding.
I drove an
Okay.
I drove an 87 Ford Thunderbird. It
didn't have a ding either.
It didn't tell me to put my seatbelt on. You know what I did? Didn't wear my seatbelt. Also,
know
at that
you
time,
didn't.
seatbelts weren't a law.
Right. You didn't do it because subconsciously you didn't care because you were
Because
like,
if I got pulled over, they weren't like, "Hey, you weren't
It's
wearing your
not about
seatbelt
getting
and
pulled
you're
over.
getting a ticket."
it's not about getting pulled over. It's about the fact that you know that seatbelts are supposed to save your life. This is what the world says. They say you have so much. If you're in an accident, it's like 70% more likely that you survive if you have on your seatbelt.
You don't have to justify seatbelts to me. I understand them.
No, I'm just saying,
Okay.
but subconsciously,
Sure.
you're just like, what are the chances?
The chances are absolutely random, but that can, but not
Subconsciously,
not so random
you're
that
like,
it never happened to
what
you.
are the chances I'm going to get into an accident going from my house to Burger King
Here's the
now,
other
right?
thing.
So you didn't wear your seatbelt.
But here's the
My
other thing.
point is that I think as humans, we
Sure.
justify that
Sure.
by going, I'm going from point A to point B. I have never gotten into an accident.
Okay. All right. Let me explain.
Like,
I think at the end of the day, listen, if you guys are watching, please say hi. I've seen more people in this than ever before. So we actually got up to 10. So I just wanted to point that out. But I also want to say something.
okay.
Like, oh shit, I actually just lost it.
But
What were you saying?
Okay, I was saying that I think for most people, don't get offended.
Too late.
I think most people, the default setting tends to become my bubble,
Mostly
and
offensive.
and it's kind of like, oh, that sucks, but it won't happen
Sure.
to me. Oh, this person did XYZ and they got cancer,
Okay.
won't
so
happen to me.
My point was this.
That's
was
like the common.
I'm like, I don't say I'm not incredibly superstitious, but I have this thing in the back of my head.
Smells different.
It may be my autism or just plain out retardation that I have this superstition in my shit, like where if you say it out loud, it's probably going to fucking happen to you.
I like
so the
this
idea of me going, that'll never happen to me. It's immediately going to fucking happen to me.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
That's my fear. That's
Right.
why I've never in my life said that'll never happen to me.
But that's
because
why I said-
immediately,
that's
that's
why
my
I
luck.
had to-
That's my stupid luck, right?
I know.
Immediately, like
Yes.
I have such shit luck that I go, that'll never happen to me, and fucking a dick hits me.
Yes.
That just fell out of the sky.
Right.
Right. Like that.
Dildo, bang,
Bam.
car accident,
Where the fuck did that come from?
dead.
That's me.
Here
That's my
lies
luck.
Rob, died
Hit with,
by
a, hit with a
dildo.
dick. Hit with a dick in the face. He's dead now. Like fuck out, dude. That's
True
my.
shit.
That is my luck.
But-
right.
but-
so I
but-
don't say things like that.
Tell me though, and I get that. Now, expand that memory back to the 16-year-old you who was fuck the world, just started driving, and you really give a shit about
Yeah.
much. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not saying that you were like, that'll never happen. But subconsciously, you rationalize when you go, hey man, I'm going
Yeah.
to jump in the car. I'm going to go right there. Why do I need a seatbelt?
So
Right? Like,
Yeah.
and I don't even think you think about it.
I wanna take a
it's,
pause.
It's like when people go to the grocery store
yeah.
and they go, I'm going to get milk with my kid.
Okay.
Do I really need a gun?
yes.
Yes. Now,
No,
right?
no,
like
no, no, just yes.
you are
Not
thinking
even
about
now.
that thing.
Fucking yes.
No, I know. But that is not the default.
Like I want you to know, I left this morning. I had a doctor's appointment, and my wife and I kind of half scrambled around this morning trying to get everything going and ready to go.
By the way, your doctor is a fucking psychopath. Because I've
we'll get
never
there.
met a doctor who works like exclusively on Saturday.
It's an urgent care facility. She's the doctor.
They're like,
at the
fuck
urgent
you.
care.
Sunday is when you get seen.
No, I actually prefer the Saturday appointments because
fucking-
I'm not working, so it's
weird.
really convenient for me.
I get it.
Like I don't have to like not go to work and go
Yep.
to a doctor's appointment.
It's suspicious.
but fine. Fucking it is what it is. But the reality of it is like, well, god damn it, you fucking derailed me for the second fucking time.
You're gonna lose your kidney. You're gonna come over here and you're gonna be like, man, I went to the doctor on a Saturday and I got this big scar where my kidney used to be, and I'm
Look,
peeing.
bitch, I got Hashimoto's
kinda
now. Like,
funny.
I don't know what else more you want from me.
True.
I had to look at this lady, knowing that I know you and one other person with it, and going, how fucking common is this goddamn disease?
Yeah,
And she's
apparently
like-
it's-
she goes, oh, it's common. I was
Yeah.
like, bull fucking shit.
Yeah,
You're
no,
lying.
it's true, right? Yep.
But it
Yep.
is.
Oh,
So-
it's fucking common now because of all the goddamn
Look,
fluoride
hold on,
in the
time
fucking
out.
water.
Time out. So Rich
Fucking
said,
assholes.
he said, here I is. But he says, how are the samples? Ding ding. Like we're about to
is
try.
the- okay,
we're
what
about
is
to try
this
the
one?
ancient age 10-star.
Way better than.
That's what we're getting to. I'm about to take my first sip.
I already sipped it.
He also said, I think I asked him where he had been. He said he said I was flying banners from an airplane telling people to watch. Thank you.
Exactly.
I need pictures.
Yes.
Like pics or it didn't happen.
It definitely happened because he's gonna be like, oh, I was in some other fucking
I was on
country.
my G5.
Yeah.
But he also said carry, and carry.
He's like, Jimmy told me to try scotch, so I went to Scotland.
To actually try from the barrel scotch.
And we're like, video or it didn't happen. He's like, I have one better. Here's some
I brought 2
shit
bottles back
from
for you.
fucking A.
I can't tell you what they are because they didn't label them. They're just straight from the barrel.
I live my life vicariously through
That's
bougie
gotta-
bourbon. Give us more. No, dude. Like, I think you're thinking in the now. And what I mean is,
It's hot.
when I say default,
It's good, but it is hot.
right.
That has like
See,
it
for me,
sits
it's
on your
not.
tongue like type of cinnamon hot, you know?
Coming from what we just had, that Wyoming to me was way fucking hotter. This is like almost too smooth to me.
No. No.
Like,
I like that. I like
get-
it. I like it. I think that is your start of the night
Dude, it's,
glass.
I don't know. It's real chill to me.
I don't know.
Like, I think the Heaven Hill is fucking hotter than this.
Bro, you're out of your fucking mind.
Seriously, I don't know if you
You are
just
out
fucked
of
my
your
palate
fucking
up
mind.
with that Wyoming shit because it was like pure ethanol.
Excuse me, but you're out of your fucking mind.
I invented the word ethanol after sipping that.
Yeah, but you don't have a
This?
legitimate dictionary yet, so you can't just invent words.
I mean, the internet is real. It happened. It happened.
Richard says, "Bougie, baby." Robert, I wrote it with a Sharpie. Fair. Picture it didn't happen, bro.
So yeah, that's my stance. I gotta say,
Hold
I
on.
think for
No,
most
actually-
people, I think growing
Maybe
up,
it was that fucked me up, but that's
Now
that second
you're-
sip, very smooth, very nice, very
Yep.
sweet.
it is. It is. It's a lot more
It's
subtle.
actually really good.
Yeah,
I
it's
I
super
appreciate
smooth.
that. Yeah.
Sweet, good flavor.
Yeah,
it's
for
not a
sure.
lot of flavor though.
No.
But it's, to me, it's not very ethanol. Not too hot. Not like the Wyoming. The Wyoming was like
Yeah.
bang.
But Rich, I'll give you a little lead on this. We may actually have 2 bottles sitting here behind us that, not that you need to hunt them. You can probably go to any store and find them, but they might be something you want on your shelf. We'll let you know as we carry on with this episode. I would also like to point out that Joe Biden, I'm pretty sure Joe
he
Biden,
in the stream?
Joe Biden has shit himself.
That is a hot topic.
When he went to the D-Day memorial in France, I'm 98% sure. Everybody else seems to be 99% sure. Like, I also know old people, like, they tend to do weird shit.
Yeah.
But, like, it almost seems like my guy shit himself. And then, because at a later point in that, like, Jill shuffled him off. Unfortunately, not his mortal coil, but like shuffled him the fuck out of that place.
What the shit? I kind of feel like I'd rather be with you, bro.
Jimmy's having existence. What's the problem?
For-
What is Rich Hard doing?
Well, first I seen this picture and I'm like, oh, cool.
Son of a bitch.
And then I saw that picture. Look.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Is that at your house and you didn't invite us?
Look at them ribs. Who cooked the ribs, Rich?
Dude, we could have did rib cast.
Who did the ribs? That's what I want to know. Because I just want you to know.
I got the same photos and I'm super fucking jealous.
I'm
Why
a
aren't we
fucking
doing rib
guy.
cast?
Yeah. We need to do that. By the way,
Oh, like straight up smoke,
Sure.
smoke the grill. Like,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
if we can do that right now here
It's hot,
in this heat.
bro. I say we do it at my property.
Yeah.
With the smoker behind us.
Yeah.
Like we can do the whole pole barn theme. Yeah. We'll do that in December.
Yes. There you go. I was waiting for the catch.
In December. We're going to do that in December.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the dings that you keep hearing is the fact that I have audio I'll just go ahead and mute it now. I have audio plugged in. I have the capability of playing audio for everybody. I can play stupid little sound effects and make Jimmy really mad.
Our show sponsor is yelling at us right now.
But yeah,
That's what that is.
Rich has been texting me, and that's my phone dinging.
Basically
because
telling
of the
us,
audio.
stay focused.
back on topic. I will tell you that, Rich, I do believe this ancient age is something of pure deliciousness.
Mm-hmm.
It
is good. It is really good.
He's at his brother-in-law's.
Okay.
My wife apparently is offended. I'm not sure why.
Why?
She just said offended. I don't know why. I don't know who offended her.
I feel like it was Richard.
This day and age, it could just be the air that offended her. Who knows?
It wasn't me.
They taste like more.
Okay.
Damn it.
Here you go. So,
Damn it.
so here's my question then. If I'm wrong, why isn't everybody carrying a gun?
What do you mean?
I said that I feel like people are on this default setting of when it happens.
Did I
close,
say you were wrong?
No.
Okay. I didn't want to make.
I don't think. No, you didn't say I was wrong. But what I said was, I think people's default setting is unless it either happens to me or close to me, that it won't happen to me, and therefore I really don't need to be prepared for it. It's kind of like the reason why me and you have very specific preparedness. What are they called? What do they call that? What's that word? What's the word I'm looking for?
I like to refer to them as
specific-
standard operating procedures.
Okay,
SOPs.
there you go. So we have that in place
You and I do. Yes.
because of hurricanes,
Yes.
but it's because we have been through our fair share over and over and over.
Yes.
But if you were to take take your ass to like South Carolina, you would probably find a lot
Pick
less.
Alaska.
I don't know. They probably got some shit in Alaska where they're like,
But
we're
I'm saying
prepared
our-
for a motherfucker to never ever come here ever again
Our SOP
because of where we are.
Our SOP is vastly different when you go to Alaska. Correct.
Well,
Like it would have
true,
to be.
true.
Right.
But that was my point, is just that people prepare for the things that either happen to them and they're
Sure.
very close to it, or have happened to someone that they are
But
close to.
Don't you
Like,
think Don't you think it's complacency is where the fault
Definitely.
happens? Like
100
it's the idea
100%.
of I'm
That's
just
it.
running to the old Publix.
Yeah.
Like nothing's gonna happen.
That's what I mean.
But then you end up at Publix and you see some crazy guy yelling at Arab folk, and you have to
Yes.
defend the Arab folk.
Well, look,
because
these people-
they're not are actually nice people, and this crazy guy is being
You're right.
an absolute lunatic racist.
And the
By the way, that actually happened to me.
the horrible part is that now, you know what changes someone's mind?
What?
That?
Oh, the internet?
No. What
Oh.
happened to these
Oh,
people?
this. Yes. Well, does it? Does it though? Or does it just get swept under the rug?
I
Like,
mean,
this-
I don't
this lady-
mean
this lady and
people.
her
I
smile-
mean
This
the
lady
people it
and her smile
happened to.
need to
Those
be memed
people
out, and I stabbed a fucking
No, you're right,
3-year-old
you're right.
to death,
And-
it needs to be blown
I don't
through
mean-
the entirety of the internet.
Let me
because
rephrase this. It
because
changes.
that's the only thing that changes the culture.
It changes the victim's mindset. This is what I meant. You went broad with it. I was very, very.
But isn't it a little too late?
That's the point I'm getting at.
Okay.
So my point is,
Shouldn't you
you
have
know
been
what
doing this-
changes their mind? Because you can't.
I'm
A lot
not
of
trying to
times,
be a dick, but-
no. A lot of times you cannot change these people's mind. Like I tried to have a
I'm never
conversation.
going to carry a gun.
I tried to have a conversation with a friend of both of ours who I know. I have been to the range shooting with this guy, arguing to me why he has zero reason to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Blows my mind. You know what would change his mind? I do. But by
You
then,
talk about the whiskey whisperer?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like what I mean is, you're not talking about a liberal. You're not talking about. You're talking about changing the mind of a guy who owns, fires, shoots, and basically is one of us.
A highly expensive and
But
I make fun of it because it's a CZ and
Right, it's like
CZ
the-
owners are gay, but
Right.
like
It's the hipsters carry. So like he has to go get like a full leather holster.
Yeah,
Can't rock plastic.
under the
has
under
to
the
be.
arm, like
Has to be.
like he has to have the jacket,
Yep.
the sports blazer,
And then you got to go get
Yes.
a watch that matches.
Greg, we are making fun of you and your CZ.
But if you have to try to
He
convince,
cross straws.
hands down,
Get on the ground, motherfucker.
if you have to convince him that he should carry,
Yeah.
we're done.
Oh yeah.
There's no
Legit.
convincing like a
No.
liberal to carry.
No.
But you know what does? This shit happening to you, not to somebody else. That won't change anyone's mind.
Rich,
Except the people that it happened to.
You're correct.
But is it too late now?
it is too late. It's too late. Obviously, it's too late. A 3-year-old was stabbed to death.
If you want to stop it.
Had we avoided the 3-year-old getting stabbed to death, we could have the conversation of now maybe you defended yourself. Maybe you should always carry.
Yeah. And the thing
And
is,
here's the thing.
it's not that cumbersome.
This is my argument to it. Okay.
Yeah.
The 3-year-old was stabbed to death. Mom walks into the courtroom with dad. Dad is fucking broken. You can see it in his face. Mom walks in, not a scratch on this bitch.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee you 100% my wife would have thrown her entire body in front of everything that came from this woman to save our children.
Well, you know what the saying
And I would have done the same. And I'm sure you would do the same. And your wife would do the same. When it comes to kids, you absolutely do whatever it takes, including giving up your life to save kids.
Yeah.
And I will do that no matter what.
So is your wife.
This lady walked into the courtroom without a fucking scratch on her. You know what I think? I think she backed off and watched her kid get stabbed
Right. Probably.
and was too scared to do a fucking thing about it.
Do you remember
And
that you
to
showed me a video of mothers and they were being interviewed about like, would you
kill for your kids? And these bitches were literally like, no.
Right.
You're a fucking coward. You're a fucking coward. I want you to know there is not a point ever.
And it was so crazy how
No. Hear me out.
Go ahead.
If my kids were ever in danger, my wife will fucking magically make a nuclear weapon to destroy whatever the fuck is in her path.
Right.
I promise you this.
Yeah.
There is no fucking argument to be had there. My kids come first. My wife knows it. I know it. My wife comes second after our kids. I come second after our kids.
Yeah.
Our kids are first.
Yeah.
Never a question.
Right.
My life is laid. My wife's life is laid down for our children. That's the point. This lady walks into the court boo-hooing without a fucking scratch on her. She did nothing to save her kid.
I wonder if there's surveillance like footage of this. And I'm sure it's not out. if
As
there
much as I
is,
would
but
not want to see it, I would actually like to know.
Yeah.
Like I would love to know the truth.
Yeah. Because you're probably right.
Oh,
Most
my
people, I
wife says
think-
that the mom was stabbed too. I in the thing that I've read, she walked away with small injuries, not actual like it doesn't say actual stab wounds. I don't know. But I will tell you this. If you can walk into the courtroom a week later, you didn't do enough.
Yeah.
If you're not laid in the hospital and have to Zoom so that you can defend your child,
That's tough, man.
you didn't do enough.
Yeah.
If you're not half dead in ICU on a fucking respirator, you fucking didn't do enough.
Yeah, for 3
I don't care. I'm tired of going, oh, the poor mom. How bad does she feel? You have the opportunity to defend yourself. You have the opportunity. No, not even defend. You have the opportunity to protect your family, your children, your loved ones, and a random fucking person. If you see them in harm's way, you have the opportunity to do that in this country by our Second Amendment. And you motherfuckers do nothing. Do nothing.
we don't have good guys anymore, bystanding citizens who will even intervene and react,
You
because
saying that brought something in my head, but go ahead.
half the time they end up in court having charges brought against them by the state
Yeah.
and being just thrown through the ringer. You lose your job, you lose your life, and people see it and they go,
Yeah.
is it worth it? Because what did I get out of this? This kid still died. The parents now aren't trying to help me at all, and the state is trying to bury me because I'm a good guy in a shithole like New Jersey, right? So now you get to watch video after video surfacing from TikTok about a woman being beaten half to death on a bus, right?
Yeah.
Where there's dudes just lined up right there, like within arm's reach.
Yeah.
And a woman's being beaten, and people are just like,
I'm not doing anything. I can't do nothing.
Yeah,
'Cause
and then-
if I do something, I'm gonna go to jail too.
yep.
Daniel Penny.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel Penny.
Yep.
Daniel Penny.
There
Daniel
you go.
Penny. Daniel Penny.
That's right.
For fuck's sakes,
Yeah.
Daniel Penny.
Yep.
The guy defended an entire
Where is he
subway
now, though?
train full of people. He's about to go to fucking prison
Yep.
because he defended and protected people around him
Yeah.
from a massive lunatic.
Yep.
And the media and the goddamn New York fucking court system has made this guy a fucking angel.
Yeah.
The guy who fucking
Oh
died.
yeah. The guy
Because-
who was trying to kick people
How did-
onto the subway tracks,
And trying to stab people.
trying to stab people.
Yeah.
This guy, multiple offenses. Bad too. Not like this. It wasn't like this guy stole some fucking t-shirts.
Sorry for spilling that on you too.
No, you're good. I like it. I rub it in
Agreed.
and get the smell.
I pick it up and do the same.
Yeah. But now Daniel Penny,
Smelled like a cigarette.
and here's the bad thing.
Smoky as fuck, bro.
It is. The bad thing is that everything we have ever said on this podcast, your t-shirt, our knowledge, they will use anything and everything
My
to
t-shirt-
make you.
Oh. Hold my beer, bitches.
They will
George
use
Washington.
They will use anything and everything they can.
Yeah.
To make you look like a gun freak.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you corrected what I
You
said?
can do
when
whatever
I,
you want. You can
Right, but
yeah.
like when I said you're always reactionary, waiting for the chance. What I really was trying to say was you're always
Prepared
waiting
for the
for
moment.
your
Not waiting.
opportunity to respond. No, like if a guy
You're
walks
not waiting
up,
for it. You're prepared for it.
right? No,
You got
no.
Listen,
Listen
you have
to
to
me,
be correct.
but you're not letting me
Okay,
finish.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you pull a gun on me, I cannot pull my gun on you because you have a gun in my face.
Okay.
If I move, I die.
Sure.
I'm waiting. I'm sitting waiting.
Okay, I understand what you
I
say.
am
when you
waiting
say
for
that.
my opportunity
Yes.
to respond. I'm prepared,
Yeah.
but
That's
I'm waiting.
That's the correct.
That's
when you
what
say
I was trying
you're
to
not
get to.
looking.
But
You're
you
not
cut me
looking-
off.
Yes, you're not looking for the moment that you can
No.
do your thing.
No. I'm prepared.
You're prepared.
And I'm not acting, I'm reacting, but I
Yes.
can only react after you act. And in that situation, I'm waiting to respond
But
because
preparation means preparation.
Yes.
like it
My
precludes
waiting-
that you are
Yes.
that you are you have dealt you have thought of the scenario and you are
Prepared.
in a moment that you know you can handle.
Yes.
It's being in control of the
Yes.
situation versus being a part of the situation.
Right.
Right.
It wasn't like I'm going to the grocery store waiting for an opportunity.
While you're in a bank and some guy comes in with a gun and holds up the bank.
Yes.
And you're the guy in the bank with an extra pistol.
Sure.
And that guy goes, if anybody fucking moves, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Right? That guy is not in control of the situation.
Right.
You are. He just doesn't know it.
You're just waiting for your
You're
opportunity.
not waiting. You were prepared for it.
Right. But you still have to wait for the opportunity to respond.
Sure. It in a semantic
being prepared.
moment,
Being prepared is that I have it. I'm good.
Semantically is,
But
yes,
you wait.
you're waiting.
You wait.
But it's a very
Yes.
taxing verbiage when you say waiting,
Because
it
that's the
almost-
shit that someone will use in
in a court that says,
Yes.
he fucking wanted it to happen.
That's what I was getting
That's
at.
why I say
Yes.
don't say waiting.
No,
say
but-
that you're prepared for that moment.
You right.
You can't say waiting.
But when someone puts a gun in your face and you are prepared to respond,
sure.
why haven't you responded yet?
Hmm.
You have to wait your turn
It's a fair
because
question.
you don't want to take a bullet to the face
You have
being
to
a
wait for the
fucking
opportunity.
asshole. That's
Yes.
right. That's
the
what I said.
opportunity to protect
To respond.
and yes, to protect and mitigate the situation.
Yes.
That's the idea. You're in waiting for the moment to make the right move
But that was my point.
without
is
getting
that
anybody hurt.
people don't want to be Daniel Penny.
Correct.
Because he was a Marine or was he a SEAL? He was a Marine, right?
He was a former Marine, yeah. Well,
They-
once a Marine, always a Marine, that whole thing.
No, he
That's
is forever
good.
now. Yeah, that is.
Basil Hayden, Subtle Smoke. Rich,
It's almost like a fucking barbecued bourbon. It's like
Bourbon Hunter, this is your thing. You probably want this on your shelf. It's actually really smooth. It's only 80 proof, so it's one of those things you can sit down and you're not going to be like, oh, it's not our bottled in bond 100 proof like all the time just getting railed. This is
it's
I would say that this is a keep on the shelf.
wow, dude, that's crazy because it's like subtle. It's not that subtle.
It's not
like
subtle,
it's
it's actually very smoky.
yeah, it's smoky.
Very smoky.
Yeah,
Really good. It's sweet.
from a guy who hickory smokes pork butts. It smells like
High
that.
fives.
It smells like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It does smell like that. It smells great.
It does. And it is. It's smooth. It's not.
It's actually
that's
enjoyable.
good.
It's
really
enjoyable.
good.
Like you ever picked up a bourbon or a whiskey in general and put the glass to your face and you're like, don't smell it because I'm not
Yes.
going to be able to drink it.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's too much to take all of that, and you're like, that's actually good. Like, open the nose, take it into like.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be gay when I say this. Take it into your mouth,
All the way down.
all the way down your throat.
Open up your throat hole.
Just gargle it.
So, but am I right that like
And got real gay.
Daniel Penny, he was a Marine, right?
Yes, he was a Marine.
They have said that 10 billion times. And they try to use it as a point to be
Legit.
like, he was so highly trained that he should have been able to look at this guy.
Oh,
and
he should
just,
have. Oh, yeah.
You know, but he's a killing machine.
Who?
You know, that's what they try to say. You know, this
because
guy's
he's
like,
a Marine,
right?
Because
Right.
What does the Marine yell? The Marine yells, "Kill, kill, kill, die, die, die."
They'll use anything and everything. And
Yes.
we had this
Yes, it gets
conversation.
turned
And the
around.
one thing that I always try to keep in the back of my mind is a lawyer. All they have to do is implant the
Yeah.
idea into the jury's mind, into
and it can
the
be as
people's
subtle
mind.
as.
All
Are
they
you
have
sure?
to do. Right.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Let me show you something different.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was a Marine. His job was to fire a firearm. But did he have to carry a firearm? Doesn't that speak volumes to the person he is? And now all I've done is implanted into the people's mind that he went above and beyond being a Marine. Now he's a crazy gun guy because that's what they all are.
But he never
right?
he didn't kill anybody with a gun. He choked
And
him.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just I know that, but in say this circumstance where this child was stabbed to death, if the father responded with deadly force with a firearm, and then the family decides to sue him and take him to court because
Take everything I fucking have because you know what I
Right.
still have? I still have my child.
for sure.
Fucking
I know.
take it. I don't care.
Dude, I know.
There is
I
zero
know.
there is zero argument that anybody can make for me to stop
Yeah,
in
and
the
there's- there's
middle of a
point-
situation, stop and go, well, what if this lady's family sues me and after I
No,
kill her?
100%.
No, No.
Yeah.
I am going to literally fucking destroy you.
Yes.
And then whatever comes after, I fucking fully accept because I made that decision.
Yes.
I fucking own it.
Yep.
I will never look.
I think there's a few things
What
in
is
this
one of the-
world
what is
where
one of
you
the
just
massive-
don't give a shit.
What's one of the major control, like gun safety?
Well, there's always keep your finger off the trigger.
Okay,
Don't point a firearm at anything that you're not willing to destroy.
that one.
Never point a firearm at anything you're not willing to destroy.
To do what?
Destroy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will fucking destroy.
And I'm pretty sure that's like most of the
If I have to
that's
go,
the verbiage.
I need you
Destroy.
to understand. If I have to go to that extreme, I will, one, destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
I will, two, accept everything that comes after that.
For sure.
Because I know in
Yeah.
my heart of hearts
That you're
I did
operating
the right
doing the right thing.
thing.
Yes.
I don't care what society thinks.
Right.
I know that my child is still alive,
Yeah.
and I know that I can sleep peacefully in a cell knowing that my
Right.
kid is safe.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yep.
That's the
No,
only
I'm
the
with you,
only
dude.
thing.
But I agree 100,000% with that. But you have people like them.
What wood do you hate the most? What?
Who?
My wife's asking weird questions. She may have had a drink of bourbon. What fucking wood are you talking about, lady?
That's funny.
Also, we're dealing with a open widget.
Fucking hate widgets.
But yeah, no, I
I'm
need
with
you to
you.
understand. Like, there's
Of course.
there's
of
never
course.
there's
I think
never
most
a point
parents are gonna agree with
where
you,
I'm
but
gonna
you do
second
have
guess my
people like
decision.
this. It's not about that. I agree with you, but how do you get the majority of society to feel like, you know what is really a telling tale is that interview session of those mothers whenever they were like, would you kill for your child? And people were like, hell nah.
That's
And they
some
were like,
weird shit.
Would you die for your child? I don't think so. But then you had, and it wasn't like a little bit of either. It was hardcore. You had the motherfuckers who was like, I will fucking murder you.
Agreed. Yes.
I will die.
There was a flip side to that entire.
I will die,
question.
come back,
Yep.
and kill you again.
Yes.
That type of shit. And then you had the other person who was like, never. Kill for my child? No, never.
That soft ass lady that
And you're
chuckled.
like-
She was like,
Right.
"Are they in trouble? Did they do something wrong?" Like, that was the shit that fucked me up the most. I was like, this
Yeah.
soft ass bitch, she probably had the conversation in her own head.
Yeah.
Was like, should I have this kid or should I just dump it in a dumpster?
Right.
Right? Like,
And that's the
that
thing.
lady.
Yeah, she was like,
I would
I would
guarantee
actually-
you, I would guarantee you more than half of the women that were kind of like, they thought about throwing their
Yeah,
child in
they-
a dumpster.
they heard
because
the
they don't
question.
fucking care. It's a fashion statement
Sure.
for them at this point. Like, it's not having a kid. It's like, oh look, I have a child. It's like a mini me, and it's fucking word vomit, dude.
Yeah.
It fucking hate people. God.
No, don't worry. I hate people too.
I got a little excited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're right though.
I'm gonna bring it down.
Because I thought the same thing. It's like half of these women, I feel like in their head when they heard this question, they were like, I kind of was going to kill my kid before we even started this.
Yeah,
so
before they were even
nah,
born.
I'd probably, at this point, now that I know him and I
At
know
9
like,
months, at 9 months, like like 2 days before the delivery, like I was like,
and then you had the hardcore family people, right? Who
Yeah,
were like, I'll fucking murder everyone in this building for my
yeah,
kid.
like scorched
it was
earth,
so,
motherfucker.
It was
Like, there's
so
no-
like black and white.
Polarized.
Yes.
It was so absolutely black and
Nobody
white.
was like, what's the context?
So
So-
you and I sit in that realm, like we fuck
Like,
with shit.
kill
so much.
for my kid, as in like, okay, let's play this story out. My kid's a drug dealer. He's selling meth.
Is this the apocalypse? And do I need food?
right.
Right?
Like
you're
where are we at with this?
I'll kill a
or
human
like-
for it. I don't care.
Right. Or like
Right, yeah.
where people were just like, no. Absolutely. And I'm like,
it was black and white. It really was. It was black and white. And you were like,
is it chess or checkers? Is it apocalypse or
where are the motherfuckers with the middle? Like,
Right.
why is nobody asking caveat questions?
Right.
Like, why aren't we fucking like, hey, what year is it?
is it like 2090 Mad Max? Is it like what's going on?
Is the whole world a desert at this point?
Right.
Or is there like an oasis I can get to? Because I don't have to do these things if we can travel to it.
Right.
How easy is it to travel? And
Dude, my first thing was
what
like,
is along the path?
when you say kill for my kid, is my kid like some
Are we
fucked
talking-
up drug dealing meth guy?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean kill for my kid?
To go down to Colombia and destroy that
Right.
fucking that
Right.
drug lord because
They put
my
a
kid
hit on
apparently
my-
owns
Right.
owes him fucking $30 million.
Yes.
Like
Now we have to have a
I'll
longer
do it.
conversation,
Yes, I'll do it, but
I don't wanna.
I'm gonna have to call some friends. And they might be
Right.
CIA.
There's problems here. Right.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I may not kill for you, but I will have someone.
Do it for me.
Yes. I will have someone killed for you legally, so we don't even have to. You know,
Yeah. No. It's just
like
written off on the book.
CIA shit.
It's like CIA.
There
did
you go.
this.
That sounds much easier for
CIA
everyone.
was here.
Right. Worst case scenario, we have to change our last name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Outside of that,
Zach, like we're good.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
fine. So we're gonna try this super awesome one that I got. It's Booker's.
I cannot believe how much smoke is in
I
this
happened
one.
upon this.
so
That's
good,
really
though.
good. That is really good. I happened upon this bottle. Our boy Creed hit my wife up with the, "Did you get the Father's Day gift yet?" And my wife was like, "Yeah, I bought him a gun," because my wife knows what I want.
Hey,
right?
I was gonna say this earlier.
Yeah.
I'll say it now. Behind every great Florida man is a Florida woman.
For sure.
See what I'm saying?
Legit, sir. Legit. So Booker's, so here's the fun part. Everything that we've tasted outside of the rich, the Bourbon Hunters, gifts, both of these new bottles are distilled at the Jim Beam distillery.
Yeah.
So Basil Hayden comes from Jim Beam.
Coincidentally,
We didn't even
that wasn't on purpose.
we didn't do it on purpose. We just
Yeah.
found out after the fact.
yeah.
I picked up this bottle of Booker's just by happenstance. It was like, "Hey, I've got this," and I was like, "I fucking want that."
Take it.
I've heard it. I've heard the name. Never tried it.
Yeah.
Never even actually seen, like, I've seen them on videos, but I've never actually like seen one in a store because I probably would have bought it then.
Yeah.
I found this, like, our buddy Creed hit me up with this one, and I was like, you know what? I looked at my wife. No, look at me. I looked at my wife and I was like, "Can I buy it?
Aka has.
Can I has?" She's like, "Yes." So I went and bought it.
I mean,
She reluctantly said yes, but she allowed me to buy it. So,
Yuka has monies.
money, please.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious because
Was it
I didn't
not?
know where that came from. You put me on that. That was
That
great.
shit was good.
I will say, when it comes to Creed, right? I'm down. Like, I feel like a guy who runs the store who's like, you might want to try this.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be like, okay, let's fucking try it.
Yeah.
Dude. Let's
Creed,
go for it.
Creed, Creed has his moments, but there are times where he hits me with the special.
Right.
So I'm super excited to try this one. It's 7 years, 2 months, and 22 days
Which is
old
it's eerily specific.
from bottling. It is eerily
It's suspicious.
hand sanitizer.
It's suspicious.
Any of you
It's-
motherfuckers know that, you'll get it.
I was just about to say it's making me think a lot.
Suspicious.
And if you get that, we are best friends forever.
Yeah. Did you see the girl that glitched on, like, she made a reel, she glitched out.
Really?
Trying to say hand sanitizer. My wife will get this. Like, she was like, hand sanitizer, hands Sensitizer.
Oh my
Couldn't fucking
God.
say it, dude. Couldn't fucking say it. Literally looking at the bottle, reading it, and couldn't say it.
Oh shit.
That's how I felt just now.
Too many bourbons.
That's how I felt just now, just trying to say this. Is that Basil Hayden in the background? Yes. I'm pretty sure you have now. Like, I'm a little late on answering these. Sorry. Yes, it was Basil Hayden, and you should absolutely, Rich, have this on your shelf.
It was super good, man.
That's a good one.
That
That's a damn
smokiness-
good one.
That smokiness was true life smokiness too.
So-
it was like it was
It was really, really like I told
Really
you,
smoked.
I rubbed it and I was like, smells like a cigarette.
Yes.
Like it's
Yep.
so smoky. You're like,
in
oh,
the glass.
fuck.
In the glass, I swear to you, it was just like my smoker sitting out there. You get that like hickory smoke. That's mostly what I use. Hickory. It's so available. Hickory
It's all
smoke,
around. Yeah.
yeah.
Hickory and oak, scrub oak.
Yep.
Scrub oak is probably hands down one of the best woods. If you dry it right,
Yep.
it's the best wood to smoke with.
And I think they hickory smoke
It has a spice
on
It has a
purpose.
spice that hits it.
because it's a different wood than
Yeah.
the oak it has to be in.
Legit.
So it has to be in a white oak barrel.
oak.
So they were like, let's smoke it with hickory.
Which is really mellow. Like
right.
white oak is really mellow when it comes to like if you talk about like smoking, if you talk about smoking meat,
Yep.
like brisket, fucking,
Yeah.
i.e. ribs, all those things, like white oak to smoke meat with is really super mellow.
Yeah.
Like it's super, and I mean, it says it, white oak.
Yes.
Like it's that mellow,
It's like green tea. It's kind of
you get a little bit of smoke.
mellow.
It pinks up the meat a little
Sure.
bit, and it's tasty.
Yeah.
But if you use like hickory
That's what I
or
like.
scrub oak,
Right.
Like scrub.
I've never
scrub
used
oak,
scrub oak.
Scrub
I've
oak
heard
is
of it.
really unique
I have.
because it has this really odd spice. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not a heat spice, but it's a tingle on your tongue
Mm-hmm.
that's like, fuck, that's good.
Right.
Also, did I get AIDS from it? But not really. Like you question it. You're like, why does it have that?
Yeah.
Knowing you didn't put any heat to the fucking to the sauce, to the
Right.
any of it. You didn't use like a jalapeno rub
Yep.
or any of that. You used a really mellow shit.
Yeah. And it
the
adds
scrub
that.
oak adds that tang
Yeah.
right to it that,
Sure.
that you don't need from it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
Oh yeah.
My wife DoorDashed for the kids. Thank God.
I've got a
I
fucking
guess.
shit
Jesus.
ton of oak back there that my buddy cut down oak trees at his house and brought me all that shit. So I have a ton of oak.
Is
I
that
was letting
scrub
it-
oak or is
I,
that like
I don't know.
I mean if it came from here it's probably
I
scrub.
would imagine it is. It was just an oak tree in his yard. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to cut this down. Do you want it? And
It's
I was like,
very
fucking
rare.
yes, I want it.
It's very rare that you actually get like oak
Yeah.
from Florida.
Right.
If it's grown here, it's usually like scrub oak. What you get is those like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old oaks.
Yeah.
That people are like, I'm fucking really tired of looking at this tree. It's
Right.
in my way.
Right.
And they cut it down and that's where you get that from.
Yes.
You don't get the young,
No.
the young like 4, 5, 6, 8-inch fucking scrub oaks. You don't get those. You have to wait.
I think I have some.
Oh, do you?
I do.
A little.
But it not from.
It's probably branches off the
It
old
is.
one.
It is. It was a whole ass tree, and he just kept coming over, being like, "I have more of it," and I was like, "I'll fucking take it," because we not only can I smoke with it, I'll fucking just light a fire with it.
Yeah, light a fire.
You
with
know,
it. Fuck it.
it's
yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah,
free
I'm
wood.
with you. I'm with you.
Fuck it.
So,
That and hickory. I want the smoke.
oh yeah,
I'm old. I'm a smoker and a drinker. My
Legit.
palate needs a little extra.
yep.
A little bit of salt and pepper don't do it. I need a lot of bit of salt and pepper. And then a little bit of smoked paprika. And then some hickory. The
Agreed.
white oak, you know. I mean, if you do it right, but
Yeah.
I'm just a dude, so I go hard at the flavor.
Check OBS. Let's try this.
For
Yeah, you don't have OBS open, so I couldn't see time.
gotcha. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, there you go. Holy fucking shit.
Where are we at?
Hour and 58.
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Really? On a stream?
Look at the time.
Oh, shit.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
Damn. All right, let's try this one.
What are we at?
We're at Booker's. So Booker's.
Oh, no.
Uncut.
My bad. Cheers. I
Yeah,
already
cheers.
tried it. It's fucking great.
You fucking tried it?
I sipped it.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we finish this stream, I'm going to beat Jimmy's ass. I'm going to push him down the stairs.
Just remember the prepared for the opportunity conversation we had. Okay?
Me too, Jimmy. I like salt and pepper.
Mhm.
Bro, are you fucking... Is that for real? 7 years, 2 months, and 22 days old.
Dude.
Into the bottle. I don't know what the bottle, like how old the bottle is. Like,
What do you think?
that is probably the smoothest. Now, I don't think we ever like said what the ABV is.
Okay.
Would you like to tell everybody?
124.6?
Proof.
Yes.
So that is 62.6.
Yeah.
62.6% alcohol.
It's stag.
For all intents and purposes, it is the equivalent of
like
stag.
the stag.
Stag Junior.
Yeah.
Not stag,
Yeah,
but
Stag Junior. Yeah.
This actually
That is fucking good.
might be my favorite, like small, like they
That's
call
really
it small
good.
batch. I'm calling it fucking barrel proof. Like that's straight from the barrel. Like it's uncut, unfiltered. So
Now I have to say that I expected with this fucking hella
Look at me,
high
spicy,
ABV.
hot, fucking-
No, I expect. See, when something is this like, if it's high ABV and it's some just
Ooh.
cheap shit,
Man.
I'm like, oh, it's gonna be hot. When it's expensive,
Sure.
it's bottled like that.
Yeah.
It's got some stuff to it.
I'll give you.
I'm like, I hope it's at least Stag, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at.
I think this is actually better.
Like Stag sets the.
Sure.
This is where I want my 126.
Stag sets your low bar.
Right.
That's your low bar. That's the minimum
It's-
you can expect.
It's
Yep. No, I'm with you.
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
like,
You might need new batteries
where
for this.
is it? Is it fucking dying?
It's been dead. It's turned on 3 fucking different times.
Are you serious?
And turned off. Yeah. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. I'm just saying you might need new batteries. But you were saying
I can
with this-
probably exchange the batteries because I may have 2 more. So instead of using these, I'll curb them.
Sure.
And
Hello? What in the actual shit is going on in your house?
I feel like I hear super loud noise.
Loud noises!
Like somebody's playing the fucking news. Or Jersey Shore or
Somebody might need hearing aids.
Floribama Shore out there or some
Floribama
shit.
Shore. That's so gay.
God.
It's the worst. Okay, so let's be honest about
That
this.
shit's fucking great, actually. And I gotta say,
This
maybe
is
it's
gonna sit
just
on
me.
my shelf.
That's probably the best one we've had tonight. That's me. I'm not even gonna say probably. It is the best one. But that also comes with a hella high cost
Oh yeah.
of heat in your mouth. And
Man.
drunkenness after the fact. So you're gonna drink this glass and then you're gonna go home and be like, oh shit.
That's
That's 130 proof.
This is I've accomplished some things.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a glass.
Yeah.
Right? And you have that one glass. This is a bottle that sits on your shelf
Dude, that's fucking
as a
good.
prize.
Yeah.
It's a prize. It's a special occasion bottle. Like, and you know that there are categories of whiskey.
For sure.
Like there are categories of whiskey when it comes to like, do I serve this? Do I serve this to guests?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This I don't serve to guests.
Depends on who your guest is. If it's me, you are.
Correct. Correct.
But you're right.
But a
Your
special occasion.
typical-
I'm not giving this to
Yeah.
you when you just come over to hang out.
Yes.
I'm giving this to you on my daughter's birthday because that's a special occasion, right? Like
you sit it, you
Yeah.
save it, you keep it.
This,
You've got
however-
100 bottles of shit, right?
yes, this is slightly
Mm-hmm.
less than a special occasion. Like this is a hey, I come over to smoke some ribs.
I was gonna say this would be dope.
Yeah.
To have that bottle while you're smoking ribs.
Correct.
Ribs are gonna take
Yes.
6-7 hours. You fucking hang out and do it.
Heaven Hill
Yep.
is your Oh, y'all just coming to hang out? Like we ain't seen
Let's
each other
have
in a
this.
week. Come on over. Let's have a drink.
I got something that's going to change your mind about some things.
Sure.
Yep.
For sure. For
Yep.
sure. I'll give Heaven Hill to anybody and every day.
Sure.
Right. The
Now, see where I'm at
Basil
with
Hayden
like
subtle smoke. So here's the thing. This is the first Basil Hayden I've ever tried.
me too. Me
and I'm
too.
actually really impressed with it.
Yes.
I don't
because-
know that I want to try another one because I've heard
Me
a
too.
lot of fucking hype and a lot of fucking like disappointment with
Yes.
it, right?
Yes.
I'm impressed with this, and this will probably be the only Basil Hayden that I try.
Yeah.
You can go down whatever
No,
path
man.
you need to go down.
I just kind of took Creed word off of that one.
Sure.
And the fact that I'm like, okay, I've never heard of this, never seen it. I know it's Basil Hayden. I
was
know what
really
they
curious
do.
about that.
And,
Damn,
and
that's good.
the whole subtle smoke thing. I'm a smoky dude.
I know you
love it,
I know
love
you
it, love it,
the
love it.
smoky, the peaty.
Yes, dude. Like
I know you love scotchy.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Ardbeg
Yeah.
is just straight
Yeah.
smoke. So I was
I'm
kind of
just
curious.
going to point it out that Jimmy got a Godfather's Day gift.
Oh,
because
yes.
it is Godfather. Like
That is,
he gets indoctrinated into Father's Day or inducted into Father's Day. It's Heaven's Door. We got him the Revival, which is
Yes.
a Tennessee straight bourbon.
Okay.
It's a Tennessee straight bourbon.
Oh, okay.
So we'll try that the next time we record, and we'll give that a shot.
Yeah, I want to save it for that.
There's
I think that'd
there's a
be good.
revival that Heaven's Door has. I wasn't keen to buy it because I was like, I don't think this is like Jimmy either likes Scotch or bourbon.
Yeah.
I've never really seen him go hard on rye. Like he's tried rye.
I like rye, but
Rye has this weird
I
thing.
like rye. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, and I like it. Like the Michter's rye, the rye you
I
gave
think
me, the
rye tends to
Sazerac,
be too sweet.
I liked it.
Too sweet, not enough
Sure, like
not enough bite, not enough burn,
Yeah.
not enough smoke. Like it's very sweet, and there it is.
I think you're absolutely right because I'm a very what's damn the word, man. I can't think of the fucking word. It's not sweet, but it's not sour, but
Salty,
nope. It's like salty, but
savory.
that's it.
Yeah,
Savory flavor is
Sure.
my game.
of course.
So
Sweet's
Scotch,
not mine either. Yeah.
right? Scotch, I'm like, oh, that's like the savory of savory.
The sweeter for me, like the more sweet it is, the more I'm like not turned on to it. Like
Ardbeg is like lemon lime and fucking bloody steak. It's that.
oh,
It's-
dear God, I've never heard you describe it like that, but okay, I accept.
Right, like
I'm
Lagavulin
not
is
gonna-
even more
yeah.
like
Actually, yeah,
it's
I'll
like
give you that.
bacon and it has this meat smoked, savory, salty, saltwater type of savoriness with a hint of sweet.
Yeah.
Bourbon is sweet more than it is savory,
Yeah,
but it still has this perfect balance, whereas rye tends to be
like
towards
bourbon.
sweet.
Bourbon, I think, encompasses the sweet, savory, salty.
That's why I love
peaty,
Garrison
like,
so much,
it
right?
just- bourbon kind of encompasses all of the things that you like about whiskey in general, right? You find Scotch as a whiskey.
And
You
it's
find the
all
peaty
the way
and the
this.
smoky, right?
Rye
And then you
is
find
all the way sweet.
Rye that's sweet, right? And then
Yeah.
you find like Irish whiskeys are like
Irish whiskeys-
incredibly mellow, and
bready.
bready,
Like,
right? And
They're doughy and bready. It tastes like cookie
and
and,
bourbon
biscuit.
kind of encompasses that, right?
All
so
of it,
like
yes.
bourbon
It does.
takes say 100 years of previous whiskey
Yeah.
like knowledge,
Right.
and goes, hey, this wood right here
Right.
looks really prime
Mm-hmm.
for some aging. And then it changes the ideology of whiskey as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Like, and this is why I say bourbon is that drink that brings people together.
Yeah.
Bourbon is that drink that you can sit down with a damn near fucking I will murder you enemy
Yeah.
and go, Let's have a glass of bourbon. Let's figure this out.
Sure.
Right. And that bourbon, sitting down, you find that two enemies go, at least we find this together. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think a lot. I'm going to say weird shit. Right. You
Whiskey
ready? I think a lot of world wars could have been solved by a glass of bourbon,
I've had conversations with people
if not a bottle. Right?
because of whiskey. Like, straight up.
I'm talking about bourbon specific.
Sure.
Whiskey.
Well, I think
whiskey's a
like,
great conversation starter, right?
No,
as long as
I
you're
mean,
not pretentious.
I mean, being into bourbon has brought me to a place where I've had much deeper conversation and like relatable conversation with people that I had not been able to have previous to that.
Correct.
It kind of opened up we have something in common.
So what else are you doing?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
And then
that's what I'm saying.
it opens it up to be like, hey,
That's what I'm saying. Bourbon,
what do you think about
bourbon tends to be I don't know the word. I don't know the word to describe it.
It's
It's
kinda-
a barrier breaker.
a
right?
barrier breaker?
Like bourbon tends to
That's
be
where I was going, but
this thing where like, hey man,
It surpasses class.
I know
race.
that we don't think the same way. I know that we don't
We're in
typically
different.
function the same way.
We're in different ages.
But how about this? You're 10 years older than me. Let's have a glass of bourbon and see where we end up.
Right.
And by the end of it, you go, man,
It's true, man.
I fucking love you and I respect you.
It's true.
I respect your ideology.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily agree with it, but we're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like bourbon is a come together drink.
Yeah.
It really is a come together drink.
Speaking of which, me and you have had the
And I
conversation
don't mean
about
that
people.
I don't mean that in the
Yeah.
come together. Like we can all do that. That's fine. It
You
is
know-
what it is. But
You know how we've talked about drinking grain alcohol neat, and I always say, if you drink vodka neat, you are a fucking psychopath.
you're a tyrant.
I don't want to be friends with you.
You are
You're probably gonna murder me in my sleep when I'm not paying attention.
correct.
I'm not giving you a ride home.
Nope.
We're watching the new
Bro, if I
Roadhouse.
see you on the side of the road like this, I'm going,
right?
I'm honking my
if
horn.
we're if
I'm honking
we're
my horn, waving at you, going, bye,
if
bitch.
we're at the bar and I don't know you, but we started a conversation, and
But
you
you're drinking
order a
whis-
fucking
you're drinking
vodka,
vodka
neat, and you're like, man, I sure need to get a ride home. I'm gonna be like, good luck with that, bro. Me
Call
and
a
my wife
taxi,
gotta
bitch.
go. Yeah,
Call a taxi,
Not
bitch.
happening.
If you're drinking bourbon neat, we can talk.
We watched the new Roadhouse on Amazon, the Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
And
So you beat me on that one.
there you go.
Did you ever watch Batman?
No, I want to though.
Fuck
We
you.
It's timing. We will. We will.
No.
I promise.
This is 6 months later, Jimmy. 6 fucking months later. I told you to watch this.
You know how hard
There was
it
a
is?
relevance to it.
It's true.
And you chose to watch Jake Gyllenhaal try to be fucking Patrick Swayze? Are you fucking kidding me?
So listen,
Unacceptable, sir. Unfucking acceptable.
I have to say, it's good. It's not great.
I know.
It's not great.
Dude,
But it's
listen,
worth
I knew it
watching.
was the gayest thing fucking possible.
It's not-
The moment they were like Conor
not-
McGregor's in it.
It's not the
and I was
gayest thing
like,
possible.
That's fucking gay.
It's not the gayest thing possible. I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. I fucking hate Conor McGregor, but don't tell him I said that.
No, I'm gonna tell him.
Now,
Him
That
Him and I's
motherfucker.
Irish blood, bro. So
I
I'm gonna tell him.
promise you, that is one mean motherfucking leprechaun, bro. That dude is legit a beast. So, my whole fucking thing, I'm watching this and I tell my wife, I'm like, man.
Motherfucker said so.
Yeah, but just don't let him know I said that.
Fair.
Because I feel like he would murder me in my sleep drinking vodka neat.
In your sleep, he'd do it in front of your
Yeah,
face
he would
while
just-
you were awake. He'd
right.
be like, "I'm here to kill you.
But dude,
I like French fries and mustard, or whatever the fuck that guy said."
Conor McGregor is a fucking killer.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Jake Gyllenhaal, I gotta give it to this guy, man, because I'm watching the fight scenes and the dude trained so hardcore. I told my wife, I was like, yo, do you know though? Think about this. You're talking about the kid who played the boy in the bubble.
Bubble Boy, dude, you've watched Jake Gyllenhaal since then?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I was the only
We're the
fucking
same
person.
guy.
No, I thought I was the only
I feel like I'm
person.
looking in a mirror right now. We're the same guy.
I have a better beard than you, but fair.
Hey, I took like half of mine off today.
I could see it. It looks gay.
I have to grow some back.
You
but
look
that's
like-
it's a give and take. Anyways, Bubble
You
Boy.
look like you
am
like
I wrong?
men.
I mean, let's have the Jake Gyllenhaal conversation, and then we can
First.
take it from there.
Okay. You like
Because
Jake
it's like
Gyllenhaal. No. So Brokeback Mountain, but whatever.
he was in that, huh?
He was in that.
Fuck my life. I've never seen that movie.
Heath Ledger.
Fuck that
Apparently,
movie.
he killed Heath Ledger. Apparently, allegedly.
Oh God.
No, he didn't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was gay stuff. But anyways, what I'm saying is, like,
Bubble Boy.
the fact that you know Jake Gyllenhaal from Bubble Boy,
Right.
fucking like
High
no-
five again.
I know I love you. I love
why
you.
we're-
You're our family.
Did we
You're
just
brothers.
become best friends again?
We just became best friends. Okay.
So Jake Gyllenhaal, and I'm looking at him in this movie, and I go, babe, not only does it look like he's fucking fighting, just to act like you could fight Conor McGregor, just to act like it, just to be like, all right,
Without
bro,
being like, oh.
so I'm gonna grab you, and you're gonna act like you're gonna kick the fucking ever living shit out of me so hard my
But I'm
eye
supposed to
socket
act
breaks
cool
in
about
half.
it. Like, no, please don't. Please don't. Please don't hit me.
I have to give it to this guy.
No,
man.
yeah.
I have to. Like, just for him to stand up there and be the guy he was, by the end of the movie, you're like,
Listen,
I
because
fuck with Jake Gyllenhaal, bro.
I want you to know that Conor McGregor's like fucking switch instinct is like ground and pound. Ground
Yeah.
and pound. Fuck him up.
Yeah.
Like the minute you swing at him, Conor McGregor's going, I'm gonna get you.
I feel like he's had that
I'm
walk
gonna get you.
since he was 4.
Yeah.
He was like
Chicka, 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 chicka.
walking
seen
around
it
with that
I
fucking
haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
that cocky Conor McGregor fucking.
Oh, he's been cocky
since
day
he was
one.
like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
high,
Yeah.
and he's only
Yeah, his mom and dad were like, you're gonna be the best.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
but it's worth a watch, bro. I've seen.
give it a shot.
Listen, I've
I'll give it
seen
a
the
shot.
old Roadhouse. We're from those eras. I'm
The
like
guy, the guy that shares an office with me
yeah.
drives me insane
Yeah,
with that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
He's like, have you seen this? I'm like, dude, I'm giving you good movies to watch, and you're
Right.
like, you should watch this
Right,
trash
yeah.
movie. I was like, apparently you.
No,
like-
it was good. It was a good movie.
Did you?
It wasn't great. It wasn't great. You know what was great? You're gonna think I'm crazy. Damsel.
I'll fucking hit you in your face.
This shit
Ladies
was
and gentlemen,
fucking
have a great
great.
night. Such horse shit, dude. Are you kidding me?
No, true story.
All right, we'll give it a shot. But I think we're probably close to like we should.
There.
Yeah, we're there,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Watch Damsel. Sponsored by Netflix.
don't do that.
Okay.
I don't think you have the authority to do that. There's only 3 people watching it. It's not going to make any consequence.
Right.
That being
Sponsored
said,
by
I've had
Walmart.
126 proof fucking bullshit. Time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Mostly Peaceful. On another Saturday evening, I'm Rob.
I'm Jimmy.
We'll see you next time.
Yo.